Happy Halloween weekend, guys. I wanted to do something a little spooky and a little special for you guys to celebrate Halloween. So I came up with this spread for this reading, Haunted. And basically we're just going to tap into the energies of someone from your past, perhaps somebody that is haunting you, somebody you're having a hard time letting go of, a lost love kind of situation. So I decided instead of breaking this down into zodiac signs, I was going to break it down into two groups. So we're going to do the same spread, but I'm going to do it twice. So you can decide if you want to stick with the first group or if you want to go with the second group. I will timestamp them in the comments and pin the comment. Before we dive into this, though, I do want to make one quick announcement, which I'm really excited about. My first ever Oracle deck is finally here, and it is available for pre-order. It is called the Rosy Holiday Oracle, and it is Christmas themed, which I'm super pumped about. So check it out if you want to pre-order it. All of them will start to ship out on November 13th, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. I will leave a detailed outline of the spread in the box below. So, Haunted. So let's see what we can find out about this situation first and foremost, okay? So what do we need to know? What do we need to know about this situation from the past? This person that is still haunting my viewer. Tell me about the past. Too many cards. Give me a couple more. Very interesting. So what I'm seeing here, pile number one, or group number one, rather, I definitely feel like this person abandoned you. Like they rejected you, they left you out in the cold, they left you behind, they made you feel unworthy, definitely triggered self-worth issues of some kind is what I see. And I feel like it was abrupt and swift and just shitty, okay? I don't feel like this is been like a one-time thing, and this is not going to resonate with all of you, okay? So take it as it resonates, and feel free to choose the second group if this isn't jiving with you, okay? But what I see is that it's like this person would make you an offer and then take it away. They would come in and out of your life, with judgment here. I feel like there's been more than one go round with this person. I feel like there has been a reconciliation, and then they would leave again, something like that. We've got the Ace of Pentacles, we've got the Queen of Cups. It's like, I almost sense that it's like this person, they know exactly what to say to you, and in the past they've used that. And they've come towards you and made you some sort of offer that was very feeling and very expressive, like really poured their heart out to you, and then just like that, they're fucking gone again. I feel like this person, perhaps group number one, made you feel vulnerable, has really tapped into your emotions and your feelings, almost made you feel naked. Perhaps you've been the one that has been emotionally vulnerable with them. And then the way they reward you is just by, bailing, ditching. We've got the Knight of Swords. I definitely feel like there's been a lot of, I feel like there is a lot of animosity here, perhaps regarding the way things ended, okay? We've got the Knight of Swords. We've got the Five of Swords. I definitely don't like that combo. Let's see what we can find out about that. So tell me more about this Knight of Swords and Five of Swords. Wow. We've got Judgment on the bottom of the deck again. This is really interesting. I feel like that if you chose this group, that perhaps this person has chosen other things over you. And they've done it more than once, okay? They've chosen third parties over you, or chosen like a lifestyle, like a bachelor for life or bachelorette for life kind of thing. Or they have chosen their career and, chosen themselves basically. Perhaps they've told you that they wanted to work on themselves, wanted to focus on their career, wanted to focus on work, wanted to focus on their pentacle, whatever the case may be. Okay? See if I can get one more. Yeah, this person also, this person may have commitment issues in general with the Hierophant. I definitely can sense that. I don't sense that it was like another person or a marriage or anything like that. I feel like it was more or less this ghost from your past is someone who is not good with commitment, and you've gotten to see the worst of that. So let's see what else we can find out. So tell me more about this connection. Tell me more about this connection. We've got rules. Yeah, like I feel like that this person is like sort of that can't be tamed type of individual. Like they didn't want to abide by any rules in the relationship. They didn't want to be tied down. They didn't want to have any, the old ball and chain basically. And that's been a major issue. Wow. We've got old wounds. Old wounds. I feel like for a lot of you, this is somebody that you have dealt with on more than one occasion, okay? But I do feel like that you have triggered within them old wounds that have come to the surface, and they've done the same for you. And I feel like a lot of those wounds and issues surround intimacy, okay? So perhaps both of you have intimacy issues. We've also got this card, Truth. Perhaps there's been dishonesty. They haven't been truthful with you. They haven't been forthcoming with you throughout the course of this this dynamic. So what do you need to know about this connection that is continuing to haunt you? So what does my viewer need to know? What does my viewer need to know about this connection? Wow. Ten of Swords. What you need to know about this connection is that the worst of it is already over. The pain that you're continuing to feel and the suffering is... It's like I almost get the sense here that you are forcing yourself to relive the trauma of this connection over and over and over again. And it's keeping the wound fresh, keeping it feeling like this, which is obviously miserable. What you need to know is that the suffering doesn't have to continue. There's no need to continuously make yourself relive what's happened here. So what else? What else does my viewer need to know about this? Wow. So we've got a lot of Wands energy here. We've got the Page of Wands and the King of Wands. I feel like the message is very clear here. Like, it's time to step into your power. It's time to take back your power from this situation. It's time to start feeling like yourself again, okay? It's time. It's time to regain balance and if I can say this word, equilibrium. I can't say it. Equilibrium. I said it. I don't know why I struggle with that word. Equilibrium. It's time, okay? It's really time to regain that balance. There are so many fucking options available to you. Like, you don't even realize it. I feel like that you are so hung up perhaps on this situation. Perhaps you have just been so desperate to hear from this person, to have this person return to your life, that you're not even seeing all of the other cups that are out there, all the other options. I feel like you're clinging on to dear life to this situation. We've got the Four of Pentacles, clinging on. Clinging on. Yes, clinging on to this judgment. I feel like it's this, hope or, this desire for reconciliation with this person. And, and it may not be the message you want to hear, but you're going to know if this is meant for you or not, okay? And I'm telling you, it's time to let this shit the fuck go. It's time. It's continuing to haunt you because you're allowing it to. It's only staying relevant in your life because you're making it relevant. With that 10 of Swords, it tells me the worst of this is over. O-V-E-R, over, okay? There's no reason for you to continue to suffer and suffer and suffer. What else does my viewer need to know about this connection that's continuing to haunt them? Procrastination. I feel like you know this. And look at this, bottom of the deck, self-love. This is really a beautiful message for those of you that picked the first group. Like, I feel like you already know this. You already know everything I'm saying. I know it's resonating with you, okay? And you know that you're meant to learn to love yourself. That has been the bigger picture here behind this entire dynamic. But it's like you continue to procrastinate and put it off the healing. It's almost become an addiction is what I see. Like, the suffering has almost become an addiction for you. And I'm here to tell you, to give you that extra push, okay? That nudge that you need. It's time. Don't put it off anymore. Don't put off your own healing and your own happiness any longer. The day to be happy, the time to be happy is today. And that is available to you. That is available to you. But it's going to require you to release, to surrender, to let go of the pain and the suffering that is all very much attached to whatever has happened with this person in the past, okay? So let's see if we can get some advice and guidance for you. So what advice and guidance do you have for my viewer out there? What advice and guidance do you have surrounding this connection that's continuing to haunt them? Wow. Surrender to the wisdom of your body, okay? I really like this card. This card is all about, we talk about, being clairvoyant or clairaudient, the different clairs, which is all about your intuition and how you may not be familiar with this, but for example, like if you're clairvoyant, that means, you see. You see like through images, you have visions, that sort of thing. And that's your intuition talking to you. With clairaudience, you hear. Like I am very much clairaudient. Clairsentient is getting like intuitive impressions through feeling, like feelings in your body, which, you'll see me from time to time talk about this too on this channel. Like I'll get cold chills and I'll show you guys. That is clairsentient. This card to me is all about that clairsentience. So perhaps some of you out there, and this isn't going to be for all of you, but I feel like you get feelings, and they're physical feelings you get in your body. And this could be like feeling like a pit in your stomach, things like that. Okay. Pay attention to that. I feel like that perhaps anytime that you think about this person or, something connected to this person, I feel like your intuition tries to communicate with you about this particular situation through giving you those impressions, those intuitive impressions, through your physical body. Perhaps like it even makes you feel ill. Take that as a clear message that it's time to disconnect. Surrender your ego, okay? For a lot of you, it's a huge fucking insult to your ego that this person has discarded you. And I get it. This person has likely made you feel super worthless, and your ego would love to see this person come back and like avenge you, in a way, make you feel worthy, make you feel loved, prove you right, basically. It's important that you separate from that. You are more than just your ego. You are. You're so much more than just your ego mind. So it's time to surrender that and try to really rise above this 3D situation and see this from a higher perspective. See this from, through the lens of your higher self, not your ego self. Some of you may be very wrapped up in that. Very wrapped up in the 3D egoic sort of perspective when it comes to this particular situation. And then lastly, we've got surrender to divine timing. Everything is happening in accordance to divine timing, okay? There's no need to try to force anything here. And I'm not suggesting that this person isn't meant to be in your life or won't be back, because I don't know that. But I do know that right now, in relation to your journey and what's best for you and what's meant for you and your highest and greatest good, the best thing for you to do is to surrender and to move forward, to start feeling more like yourself again, to take your power back from this person and from this situation. And again, I feel like this is not a message that is brand new to you. If you're still watching this, obviously this has been resonating. There's been an element of procrastination here, okay? You've been putting it off. Perhaps you have become addicted to the suffering. And right under that, look at this. We've got victim consciousness, okay? So perhaps it's been this very much this woe is me, I'm the victim, this person's really fucked me over. And you have really blamed this person for a lot. And you've allowed them to take your power from you. You've allowed them to take the pen and write your story. It's time for you to take back the fucking pen and, really take ownership of the fact that it's up to you to be the author of your own story. Don't let this other person have that, have that incredible gift and that responsibility. Don't give that to them. It is yours. It is the gift that you have in this lifetime, is your own free will. And you can choose to have whatever type of life that you want to have. But it's up to you to write that story. So the time is now. Take back your power. So I'm going to leave you on one last note. We're going to pull from this Oracle deck and see if there's one last message for you this Halloween season, okay? Group number 1. So give me a message here, please, for my group number 1. What does group number 1 need to hear? Wow. It says voyage. You already have all the answers. Exactly. And I love that this is what we're ending on here, group 1, because that is literally what I've said it like multiple times in this reading, that I felt like you guys already know. If you were drawn to choose this first pile, like this isn't news to you. You already know. It's just time to stop procrastinating and let this person the fuck go. Step up and really take ownership for the fact that you're still stuck in this state of suffering, and realize that the only person that can avenge you, the only person that can truly break you free, is you. This is only going to haunt you for as long as you allow it to, okay? So that is what I've got for you, group number 1. Happy Halloween. I love you guys so much. Don't forget, please do check out my brand new Oracle deck, the Rosy Holiday Oracle. And I don't think I've mentioned it, but if you haven't already checked it out, I do have a tarot course that teaches you how to read tarot for yourself. If you are interested, it is available in a 100% on-demand format. So check that out if you're interested. Until next time, I am sending you so much love and light. Mwah. Peace. All right, if you chose group number 2, let's go ahead and dive into your reading. So group number 2. So tell me more about this situation that is haunting. Tell me more about this situation that is haunting group number 2. Tell me more about this situation, this haunting group number 2. Whew. Good Lord. Very interesting. Okay, so just a lot of sadness, group number 2. We've got the 5 of Cups, first card out. I feel like this is a situation in which if you chose this group that perhaps, for quite a long time, this has been a situation that has made you feel just very melancholy, very sad. There's been a lot of like healing that has taken place because of this situation, okay, with Temperance. And it's something, we've got Temperance and we've got the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like this has been a fucking journey that you've been on with this person. It's really tested patience. It's just, almost like just an epic love story, okay, of some kind. So take it as it resonates. It's not going to resonate with all of you. I feel like for a lot of you out there, you feel like this is your person. Like this, you may feel or, believe that this person is like your twin flame or a soulmate, a divine counterpart. We've got the Lovers, we've got the Six of Cups. Like both of these cards to me are, very much like soulmate energy. And then we've got the Eight of Swords. I feel like that fact, like that belief has almost become a prison in which you're living in. Like the belief that this is the person you're meant to be with. It's become a prison. I feel like a lot of you have just been waiting patiently for this person to perhaps return, something like that. We've got the King of Cups. We've got the Five of Swords. I feel like at this point, if you chose this group, I feel like, my question to you would be this. How much about this is still based on like truly having like unconditional love for this person that's haunting you? Because I sense there's a lot of resentment. And I feel like that there's a lot of blocked emotions. Like, King of Cups, I feel like I almost get a very icy kind of vibe here. I feel perhaps you have grown very cold to this person. But at the same time, you feel like they are your person. I hope that makes sense the way that I'm describing it. I really do. I feel like that if you chose this pile, you may feel like you just may feel very stuck and very trapped. And it's because you have this like unwavering belief that you and this person are meant to be. Tell me more about this situation. True love. True love. Wow. Feeling unwanted. Look at this. We've got feeling unwanted and we've got self-love. What's interesting is out of a completely different deck, that self-love card came out for the first group as well. I really do feel that this is a connection that is very significant. A very significant connection to you and to your life. And it's why that's why it is still haunting you, so to speak. And I do feel this person has made you feel unwanted, but the purpose behind that has been to show you that you've got to love yourself. You've got to learn to love yourself. You cannot rely on this person to make you happy and make you feel loved. I feel like that this may be a situation in which you've put all of your eggs into this basket, group number 2. You have really, you have given this connection this weight and significance. And you are just you've perhaps put your life on hold even. Tell me more about this connection. Wow, we've got the Queen of Cups. Is that the Ace of Cups? Ace of Swords. There's some sort of truth. There's some sort of truth that's trying to emerge here, and it's all about love. It's all about what is love really? What is true love? Unconditional love. That is meant to be that is a part of this experience that you have had with this person, this past love, this lost love that is still haunting you. It's learning the real meaning of unconditional love for yourself and for others. What does that really look like? It's separating ego from the heart. What else can you tell me about this connection? Yeah, we've got the Four of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. I feel like that you are clinging on to nothing but the fear and the devastation and the loss. It's like the worst parts of this connection are what you're holding on to. And if you're able to just release that, whatever has happened here, the nightmarish parts of this connection, all that would remain would be the unconditional love. But that is what you're being urged to do at this point, is to let go. Let go of the fear, let go of let go of the nightmare. Let go of the nightmare so that what can remain is love. Love for this person and what you experienced with them, and love for yourself. What is the advice? What does my viewer need to know about this connection? Five of Pentacles. Wow. The Emperor. Okay. And look at this. Bottom of the deck, we've got the Five of Cups. What I'm sensing here is that this connection and everything that you've gone through with this person, honestly, that both piles are very similar, both groups that I've done for this reading. So if this resonated, there may be messages in the first group that you want to go back and watch that very much may resonate with you. But the sadness, the melancholy, the loss, the woe is me, that Five of Cups energy that you're in, and, feeling rejected, abandoned, left out in the cold, perhaps feeling like a loss of control, because I sense that too with the Emperor. This connection was meant to teach you that nobody should have this sort of power over you. There's something deeper inside of you. There's some sort of inner child healing that needs to happen here. This longing and this desire for someone to come and validate you and make you feel worthy and make you feel loved. And perhaps, I am very much sensing like, you sort of subscribing to the idea that this was your forever person, like almost like a dream, a fairy tale sort of scenario. And the truth is, you've got to be your own perfect partner before the perfect partner will emerge. That is the big lesson here. And this person and this situation is going to continue to haunt you until you finally let go of the resentment and let go and surrender. Just surrender everything that has to do with this connection. What you're holding on to so tightly is nothing but the nightmare, is what I see. And if you're able to surrender that, the mental rumination, I feel like that perhaps you're just addicted to thinking about this, and you're staying down in the dumps and in this very low vibrational energy. And it's like the second you decide to let that shit go and you take back control of your life, take your power back from this person and this situation, that's when love can really come and fill that void. True love, unconditional love. I do also sense that there is like a need for forgiveness here. Such a need for forgiveness. And, I'm not discounting what you've been through with this person, okay? But I feel like you're the one that's continuing to drink the poison, though. So what advice do you have? What advice do you have here for my second group? What is the advice? Surrender your fear of intimacy. Wow, this same energy came up in the first group. I really feel like that, again, here with it makes so much sense with this King of Cups and the Five of Swords. Perhaps, you were so, perhaps you had never really allowed yourself to really open up and really feel for someone the way that you did for this person. And so it has really fucked with you. It's left a lasting impression. This card says, you are ready to let love in. Compassionately identify and begin to release any patterns that stop you from opening your heart. Exactly. And the pattern I see right now that you're stuck in is perhaps just being, glued to this person because you felt some sort of weight or significance about this connection. Take it as it resonates. I feel like, you are very much stuck though right now in a state of suffering. You've got your heart guarded. You're replaying the worst in your mind. And it's time to just let it go. Forgive, let go, let this person go. Surrender to what is. Exactly. This is radical acceptance. Having radical acceptance for this situation and whatever that means. Getting real with yourself, keeping it 100 with yourself about what you've gone through with this person. What's the reality? There's no reason to continue to fight, to fight reality and to be stuck in a state of denial. I want to read to you what this card says. It says, flow with what is instead of fighting it. When you can't change a situation, compassionately accepting it exactly as it is will bring you peace. It's time. It's time to have radical acceptance for what's happened here. To let go of any grudges you may be holding on to. Pride and ego may be a factor here. Let that shit go. Really try to rise up and see the situation and everything that happened. Because I really do sense that you have endured a lot of pain. There's been a lot of pain and a lot of sadness and a lot of suffering here. But you don't have to be stuck in that any longer. I hope, I really do. Let me know in the comments how this resonates. But this situation and this person can only haunt you for as long as you allow them to. So let's get one last card for you. Let's see what wants to come out of this deck. So give me one last message here for my second group. Wow, and this last card says raindrops. Take a chance on them. I'm just going to throw it out there. It may not be over with this person. It may not. You guys obviously have gone through a storm together. But, and there may be something in the cards in the future between you and this person, this ghost that has kind of continuously haunted you, this lost love. But the truth is that, you'll never have anything with this person. The two of you can never really continue and have a new lease on life, so to speak, until you forgive them, until you let go of whatever pain it is that you're holding on to. There is a need for you to surrender and release. Let go of that poison that you're continuing to drink and let love, I keep just imagining this jug. I don't know why, but I do. I keep imagining this jug that's just filled with tears and sadness and just resentment, and it's like literally become like a brew of all of the pain and all of the suffering and the melancholy that is sort of the has been concocted of this the recipe of this connection. And it's time to dump that out. Say sayonara to that. Like, dump it down the drain, flush it down the toilet. And it's like the second you do that, the jug can then become filled with love. And it'll just come in and just fill up the space. It'll fill that void. But as long as you continue to, keep that jug filled with all of the past pain and hurt and suffering and misery, love can't come. Like, love can't come in. There's not room for all of it. You've got to release what's keeping you stuck before anything can replace it. What a beautiful reading. I'm going to get one more of these cards. One more, please. Wow. This last card says, sundress, do it for you. And I feel like that is the ticket. That is the key. Group number 2, you've got to do this shit for you. You can't do it because you think, that, healing and working on yourself will bring this person back to you. That can't be your motivation. You've got to do it legit for you. You can't trick the universe. You can't. It's got to be for you, because that's been the lesson behind it all, is to try to help you learn and grow and heal and learn how to love and value yourself. So that is what I've got for you, group number 2. I really hope it resonated with you. I hope you have a fabulous Halloween. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check out my brand new Oracle deck, which is Christmas themed. I'm so ready for Christmas. I'm not big on Halloween, to be honest with you. I'm way more into the Christmas happy vibes. So check out my new Oracle, the Rosy Holiday Oracle deck. And yeah, until next time, I'm sending you guys so much love and light. Mwah. Peace.